3, 2, 1. Ladies and boys, girls, welcome back to the Lavish Journey podcast. It's your host, Jay Gaines, and here today with my homie, Ciara from The Real.
Hi.
Hey, so for those for those out there that don't know you, let them know who you are, what you do, and your brand, and, you know, the whole shebang.
All right. My name is Ciara. I am the owner of From The Real, which is a natural and organic hub for lifestyle products. So a holistic lifestyle is very important to me, and I wanted to share that with the world. I'm a scientist by trade. Ooh. So all the formulas are created by me, and I'm also an herbalist and an agriculturalist. So yeah, I'm trying to show people how to grow, live, and be happy.
Yeah, and you doing it. So how long ago did you get started with everything, you know, with the natural products and everything? Matter of fact, show the camera those real quick. Let them know what that is.
All right, so today I brought a facial serum, which you can use after our rose water. And it's just to put moisture back in your face, especially during this season. Yeah. And then this here is our feminine oil. So ladies, that's for you. It helps ward away like hair bumps. And it also, if put on feminine napkins, can take away BV as well as yeast infections. So
that's dope.
Tap in.
That's dope. I love your products. I can I see this really quick? I like how your labels are. It looks really good.
Oh, like the scientific. Yeah.
Scientific. You did say you're a scientist though, so check her out, y'all. But yeah, let's go back to it. So when did you get started with everything, and like, you know, like when was the start?
So when I started making the products, it was like late 2018.
Oh, dope.
But I always knew that I wanted to have my own business, and my ultimate goal is to have my own research facility. So I already knew that I was going to be doing some kind of formulating and things of that nature. I just thought it would be like a lot longer down the road. But then I was like, no, I want to do it right now. So
no, that's dope.
Here we are.
Yeah. And you've been doing it. And I see that you're actually succeeding in it. You know what I mean? I know earlier we was talking about like a lot of people out here, they start these businesses, but they don't take them to the next level. And you have definitely took yours to the next level.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what's your goal with everything? I know you got that big vision.
Yeah. So my big vision is a wellness center.
Ooh.
So I'm also about to be a doula as well within the next 2 weeks. So I want to open up a wellness center that has a birthing center, somewhere where you can come get like your parenting classes as well as lactation consultants. I want to have a nutritional center with the products. Yep. And then we also want to have a daycare center as well.
A daycare too. So you want to have a one and all type of thing.
Exactly. Just somewhere. It's like a wellness mall.
Yeah. I think that'd be dope. I'll be there. For real.
Doing what?
I'm just here, y'all.
You're right.
No, but that's awesome though. I'm definitely looking forward to you doing that. You know what I mean? Because I don't know anybody that does that or that has that, you know. So are you from Cleveland?
I am, but I graduated from Bedford High School.
Shout out to Bedford. Oh, you ain't say nothing. Oh. Was you not a fan of Bedford High School?
No, Bedford High School was... They had good pizza on Fridays.
Okay.
It was good pizza on Fridays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So back in high school, do you imagine yourself having your own brand right now?
I think if you talk to anybody that went to high school with me, they would probably be like, I don't see her working for nobody else.
Yeah.
So I'm not really surprised. I thought that I was going to become a doctor before I did it. But yeah, I don't think anybody's
you are
surprised.
A doctor in a way though.
I mean, off the record, maybe, but I can't legally say that because, you know.
Yeah, they go back. She said she's a doctor.
I ain't trying to end up like Dr. Sabi or nobody too early on, but, you know.
You know, they do say holistic doctors do go missing sometimes, or they end up, you know, going.
Right. Mysteriously, this segment of people just dissipate from the earth randomly. So. Yeah. I'm just, making teas.
That's good. That's good. And I was watching your Instagram video the other day, and you was like mixing a whole bunch of different products together.
Oh,
so what was that?
So I do private labeling as well for other health companies. And one of my clients, she wanted a natural weight gainer. So I did that for her. And then I also posted about these two, like how I make the facial serum as well as the feminine oil.
Yeah.
And that's just trying to, you know, be transparent with my business and also show people, you know, this is this simple.
Right.
I mean,
organic products.
Yeah, it's this simple, and you really don't have to go with something with chemical benefits.
Yeah, I agree. I tried to make not cocoa butter, y'all. I'm tripping. Whipped shea butter like 2 months ago, and I did a terrible job at that. But it looks so easy on YouTube.
Yeah, it does. The thing, you got to do it a couple of times because I've wasted thousands of dollars of product.
It happens.
So for the feminine oil, like it took me 6 months to get the formula just how I wanted it. Yeah, so it's not, it looked easy on the video, but that was after I actually formulate.
Yeah.
So like it takes time, and then different herbs have different like chemical enzymes, how they like reactions. It's
some of everything.
It's a beautiful hill.
Hey, and you're going up the hill, so that's all
Right.
that matters. So feminine oil, what exactly is that? Can you give us like a detailed description about that?
So feminine oil, it has a lot of floral notes in it, a lot of floral herbs, and essentially they have they're antifungal.
Oh, okay.
So that's just cool. The word I use. Yeah, they're antifungal, and they essentially help get rid of bacteria. So it's a cleansing oil as well.
Okay. I like that. So what's your personal favorite product that you've created?
My favorite product that I've created.
Yep.
It depends on how my skin is acting. But if it's doing good, then it's the facial serum. Something that works for me no matter what is the activated charcoal face mask soap bar. By far my favorite.
Really?
Like if that doesn't work on my face, then I know that I'm eating something bad.
So for instance, I feel like right now my skin is dry, but I have oily skin majority of the year. Would that face soap dry it out if I was to use it, or like I'm trying to get my skin to be perfectly balanced?
Right. So the thing about it's like shampoo and conditioner.
Okay.
Shampoo strips your hair, and even though like it takes all the bad stuff, it takes some of the natural oil out as well. But that means that those pores in your scalp is cleansed. But you can recondition it, which is why they give you conditioner, re-moisturize it. So that's essentially what our facial serum does.
I like that.
So yeah, it's gonna dry. It might dry your skin out, but it'll cleanse your skin. So people with naturally oily skin, they sometimes get bad acne because they get the oil trapped under the skin.
You get those what they call blackheads or whiteheads on your face.
Blackheads, whiteheads. Yeah, just hidden like sebum oil under your skin. So the best thing to do is to cleanse it. You might feel like you're drying it out, but then just to reapply moisture right back into it.
I'll give you a sense. So pretty much get that deep cleanser and then moisturize. It's like you washing your hair pretty much. Because I washed my hair before with just shampoo, and my hair was super dry when I got out.
But once you put the conditioner on there, then you're like, oh, this is like pretty good balance.
Oh, okay. I like how you know all this stuff. So when it comes to marketing your brand, networking and everything, what's your strategy with that?
So a lot of people focus on social media. And while I use social media as a tool, I'm a very, like, my marketing in person is like second to none, in my opinion.
I believe it.
So little backstory, guys. I actually met him at a pop-up shop. And I just connected with him, and when I was ready, I hit him up, and I was like, I just got done doing my rebrand and everything. Now I'm ready for the interview. So do not sleep on human interaction. I know that's weird to say in COVID.
Oh,
but
I keep forgetting.
Right.
COVID season.
Yeah, I know it's kind of hard to think about during COVID, but just don't forget about the old school way of doing things, because building relationships is more important than gaining followers.
Yep, I agree. Obviously, social media shows you to broader, audience around the world, but when you meet people in person, it's a different connection. And they recommend you to other people, like, hey, check out her products. Or, hey, check out the podcast, something like that. So I definitely agree with you on that. I definitely agree. So have you been doing any pop-up shops lately?
I haven't. So I ceased doing my pop-up shops until my rebrand was complete.
Smooth.
And I'm about to release 30 new products
30?
for Black Friday. Yes.
Can you tell us some of them? At least two of them?
Okay, I'll give you. Okay. So I'm doing my mouthwash is finally going to drop.
You got a mouthwash coming?
Yes, I have a mouthwash.
I know a lot of people out there need that. Go ahead.
Behind them masks is some demons. Some dragons behind them masks. And then I'm also going to be doing, I don't think I've ever heard of anybody, it's a spray on face mask.
A spray on face mask. So tell us about that. Like, what exactly is that?
So it is heavily aloe vera based. And the way that sometimes you have to dig into a jar to get the face mask stuff out, you're going to literally be able to close your eyes and spray the mask on.
That's pretty fancy.
Yeah.
I like that. You know what I mean?
It's been, I think that's 9 months of work.
9 months. So it usually take you months to get these products to where you personally want them.
Yeah. So like sometimes I'll have people sample them and they'll be like, I really like this. And I'll be like, but it didn't even last long. Like,
right. Wow.
So it takes months. With some products, years. But once it's done, then I know, like, it ain't me, it's you. Because I'm just like...
No. Speak
but
your
and then
shit.
different stuff, different stuff works for different people. And I think that's very important to, like, keep in perspective. I'm not going to get offended if someone says, like, hey, like, it didn't work for me that one time or something like that. And I'll be like, you know what? Like, I understand.
Yeah.
You want to try something else?
Yep. Because everything is not going to work for everybody. You know what I mean? That's just life, period. You know, but that's why you have different products. So, okay, if this didn't work, how about this product? Or this didn't work, how about this one? It's all about having that large variety.
And that's the thing. Like, people expect that from businesses for it to be a one size fit all. But when you go to the doctor, they're like, okay, I have these 3 different antidepressants I can put you on. We're going to try this one. If you hate this one, we're going to try this one. If you hate this one, we're going to try that one. And that's because, like, we all have a different chemical makeup.
Yeah.
And so just keep your eyes open. If something natural does not work for you, do not denounce everything natural. Yep. It's not all the same. Try something else.
I agree. It's all about having those options, you know?
Exactly.
That's well said. So when it comes to entrepreneurship and everything, what's some advice that you would give somebody out there that wants to start a business or, something similar to what you're doing?
For somebody who just wants to be an entrepreneur, I'm going to tell you that you are an entrepreneur. You just have to want to be. Flat out. Period.
How is that? How do you want to be, though? You just got to get up and do it?
No, like, first of all, find something that comes naturally to you, not necessarily just a good opportunity. Yeah. Because opportunities dwindle or they don't look how you thought they look sometimes. Right. But if you take something, for instance, I was naturally good at science. That was something I had a background in. And so now I formulate products.
Yeah.
And so some people might see it as like, oh, it's just a beauty brand. But it's like, no, I'm actually formulating and creating all of these things. So it comes naturally to me. It doesn't feel like a job. It's not super hard and pressing. It's something that I want to wake up and do every day. Yeah. So if you want to do makeup, do makeup. Yeah. Figure out everything you can figure out about makeup and just start. Actually start, because I posted on my Instagram, I think yesterday. Yeah. Where I started and where I'm at now, and I didn't even realize the big difference.
Really?
Like, when I first started, my label was just a sticker of a cartoon.
Hey, you got to start somewhere, though.
And people were buying it.
See what I mean?
And now when I look at this, I'm just like, y'all was buying that. Like, but if I hadn't started then, imagine me waiting until I got it perfect. I would have just been starting 2 weeks ago.
Exactly. That's my biggest advice to everybody out there too, is to just start. I started this whole brand in Toledo on my couch doing an interview with with an old ass camera. And at first I wasn't going to post that interview. And if I didn't post that interview, I wouldn't be right here today. You know what I mean? I'd be here, but I wouldn't be like, I'd be doing this today. So I do agree with that. Just start. Sometimes we try to get the perfect product or the perfect vision of something. We just got to, go in there, make the moves, and realize that everything is all about taking one step at a time. You know what
exactly.
I mean? Because now you up there. You up there.
Still climbing. Yeah. But I'm definitely proud of myself, and I can say that now.
I'm proud of you for saying that. I'm proud of you in general.
Thank you.
So I heard you say that you were good at science. So me personally, I was terrible at science. I failed the science OGT damn near all the times, except for the last one. I was terrible with science. So in high school, were you that person that always got A's in science?
So I have to be honest.
Okay.
I was the person who was in honors classes that the teachers were like, her personality isn't really that of an honor student.
Why is that? Like, why do you think they said that?
Because usually people look at honor students and be like, oh, they're quiet. They're like super responsible and stuff like that. Yeah. And I would be in there and I'd be like talking or being like, no, I don't want to do that. Or
right. I feel you.
So I would just say I didn't always apply myself as I should have, but I got good grades. I stayed in honors courses and
that's cool.
Worked out.
That's cool. Yeah, science was a tough one for me. Science, it still is tough. So, like, what's the science aspects behind everything? It's like, such as mixing the chemicals. Is that when the science kicks in?
I think that what I personally love about science is I was always wondering about, like, you know, not only why am I here, but like, how do I work? Like, it really came from wanting to know the intricacies of myself.
That's a good word you just said, but yeah.
It really did. I was just like, you know, how can I blink like this? Like, wow, people can really see. How are people seeing? Like, I want to know what that's like. And then I got into how do we communicate with the earth?
Wow.
So I look at exactly.
Oh, go ahead.
I did not know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I look at science as like every part of my life.
Yeah.
Like, some people are interested in politics and some people don't think politics affect their life, but nobody can deny that science is a part of their life.
It is.
Like, if you say science isn't a part of your life, like, I don't.
Science is not a part of my life.
Then I'm going to be like, okay.
No, science
like, we don't have anything to talk about.
Yeah, science is definitely part of life. I can't give you any full-blown details, but I know it is. Like, my friend I grew up with, shout out to Colin, he's really deep into science.
Colin!
You know what I mean? Yeah, he's deep into it. And he always tell me, hey, it's all about science. It's all about science.
And it is.
It is.
You're right, Colin. You're right.
No, for real, it is though. I guess on my end, you know, I just gotta learn from people like you.
And that's the beautiful thing about there being like 6 to 7 billion people on the planet. I don't know how to set up this podcast. Like, I don't know how this mic is working. I know that scientifically I'm hearing these sound waves, but I don't.
I get you.
You know, this is your thing. Right. No, this is your thing. And some people are good at history. And I can only remember history I care about.
Same. Oh, my God.
So the rest of it, I'm just kind of like,
yeah. I just do it just to do it. Yeah, right. History, yeah. I'm actually studying a little bit of history right now. I'm trying to get more into that because I'm trying to see how, you know, they say history repeats itself. And I've been looking up a lot of our history, honestly. I'm just seeing how the cycle has been going. You know, so I had a dream the other night, and the number I saw was 1619. And I'm pretty sure you know what that number is. You know, the beginning. Yeah. Deep shit.
Yep. Please don't.
Yep. It's real though.
Yeah. It's real. I would just say, go with the history of yourself first. Always start with yourself. If there's something you don't understand, always search through it within yourself first. And honestly, that's how I even started to care about history because I just couldn't connect with it. But now I know why. It was kind of hard for me to connect with the history that I was being taught is because this doesn't pertain to me. Like, it involves me. It affected me.
Right.
It still affects me, but it is not about me.
Facts.
And no one likes to learn 12 years worth of stuff that isn't about them.
That's true because it's all about the now.
Yeah.
I do agree on that though. I actually live by that.
Like, why am I the slave in every history lesson? Like, I don't really care to be like, who wants to be Robin all the time?
Yeah.
Not even Robin.
And that's how they teach history. Definitely
who wants
in modern
to be the
day
Penguin?
School.
Like, no, I don't want to be.
What if I like penguins?
No, not in Batman.
Okay. Oh, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, like, no, that's not important. Like,
You're right. And, you know, I noticed that that's all the schools really teach for real is that type of history. And like Kanye West said, we're kings and queens, and this is our first time actually fully seeing it. And the media's doing anything in their power for us not to see it.
Exactly.
And we said that, I was like, wow, this is some deep shit. So therefore, obviously that history is there, but we're making new history right now at a higher level than
exactly.
ever. Like you're a prime example.
Thank you.
I remember we did our first thing. I appreciate it. I remember we did our first thing back in February, the pop-up shop. And you were saying king, queen. I was like, huh. It made you feel like real,
yeah. It's so funny because I don't know. I'm not around as many people these days, for obvious reasons. So, like, I am very intentional about saying that, or I've really got to get back to it, like, if we're being honest. But, yeah, I would call people, I'd be like, peace, king, or thank you, king, or thank you, queen, or yes, queen, and stuff like that. And he would be like, I'm Brittany. And I'd be like, okay, Queen Brittany. And then they would be like, no, just Brittany. And I would be like, no.
I'm going to call you Queen Brittany.
Right. So I think, everyone's favorite word, normalize being royalty because it's just factual.
Yep. I agree. I can't say something about that besides I agree. Okay, so I got some funny questions. These are new ones, y'all. I had to switch them up. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. We're going to start with a smooth one. Cake or pie?
I really like fruit. And I have to say pie.
You have to say pie?
Yes.
What kind of pie?
Apple pie.
Apple pie.
Yes. Apple pie. I love apple pie.
Okay. Now, what
sweet
kind of
potato pie, too.
Sweet potato pie. I like that, too. A lot of my people don't like that, but I like it. With some whipped cream on it. Do you put whipped cream on sweet potato pie?
Just sweet potato
You know what?
pie.
I think that's pumpkin pie. I probably just broke a code right there, y'all. Sorry. Thanksgiving's coming up. I'll try
I'm about to say, I don't know.
Okay. So what is your biggest kitchen fail?
My biggest kitchen fail. Something that I try and make that just doesn't work out every time.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think I just got over it yesterday.
Oh,
like steak.
Steak.
Because this is the thing. Everyone doesn't like well done steak. I personally was not a fan of it. I don't eat meat anymore, but I was not a fan of it. So to cook like a really good steak without a grill.
Ooh.
So grilling steak is easy.
Of course.
But making a good tender steak in a regular kitchen was not easy, but I think I did it. I did my thing yesterday, though.
You did your thing. You did your thing.
My man said he liked this.
Oh, shit. Shout out to you, brother. So was it well done?
It was not.
Medium rare? Like what's
medium well.
Okay, medium well. You know what? I'm probably one of the few people, I'm probably going to get crucified for this. I like well done steaks. And every time I say that,
you got strong teeth, though.
I guess so, yeah.
I'm not going to say. I don't.
Strong teeth. Shout out to the strong teeth people.
Right. Eating those steaks. It is not a bad thing. It's just like.
I feel. No, how do you feel about it? How do you feel? I'm curious. How do you feel about the well done steaks? Why don't you like that? Well, you say you don't eat meat anymore.
But when I did, it was just like. It just didn't respect the ingredient. Just flat out, just does not respect the ingredient. Like, it takes all the juice out.
That is true.
And it gets chewy.
That is true.
So it's like, why? Why do that?
You're right.
Why set up a dentist appointment every time you eat a steak? It does not make sense.
Hey, that's how I felt, though. So, I mean, it depends. Sometimes I have made a steak. It was too well done, but I don't know. Because
people, like... miss the notion that you cook by temperature, not by redness or pinkness.
So what you cook by? So
you cook by temperature? You cook by temperature. Yeah. So people associate with it being like pink a little still that is not that is not done, and that's just not true. Yeah. It's not true.
No, you're right. Because I worked for catering for a few years, and they used to stick the thermometer in there and check the temperature rather than how we do it. Let's see.
Yeah, because once you take it off of the stove or the grill, it'll continue to cook on the inside. That's why you get it to that temperature.
Interesting.
So until it, cools back down, it's still cooking, even though it's not on the grill.
Dope. So you're a cook as well?
Chef
Ciara?
I am a chef enthusiast. Like, I love food. I really want to cook food.
Yeah.
It's something I love to do. It's fun.
What kind of food you want to cook? Come on, I know you got a list up there.
I do. I really want to get good at lamb. But I want to get a smoker. Like, I want to learn how to smoke things properly. And I'm not talking like 2 hours. I want to do like 16-hour smokes. Like,
ooh, when the meat like falls off the bone, which is like, oh shit.
Yeah, like I want to like everybody come to my barbecue and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So doing like those long smokes and, being like a pit master.
I'm looking forward to you doing
fun.
that. So you gonna do it all. I like that though.
Yeah.
You got the natural products going, and you're gonna have the smoker, the food. What's gonna be next after that? Where you want to move to?
I love DC.
DC is a vibe.
I think that's just my home. Like every time I go there, I don't know where I'm walking, but I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
I feel like I always see somebody who I could have a good conversation with. It's easy to talk to people there. Yep. The transportation is dope. Like, the museums out of this world.
So when you go to DC, do you feel that I need to be here?
Every time.
Every time. Well, last time you been in DC?
For my birthday.
Oh, so you just went?
Yeah, like in August.
Yeah. Okay. I like DC. I went there. I go every other year. I went last year, had a great time. It's something about that environment out there. I don't know what it is.
It's blackety black. Even like it's
true.
just black. Like I don't know another way. Like everybody's just chilling, minding their own business. Like you don't walk down the street and get slapped in DC.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Like no one is just at you, like at your neck. Like no one is.
So it's a lot more friendly.
Yeah, it's friendly. I love New York too, though.
I love New York. I don't see myself living out there, but I do love the fast
like
pace.
I used to want to live in New York, but then I was just like,
New York is really fast.
I like how fast it is, but I mean, even if I had the money, I don't like.
You never know.
When you live in Ohio and you can stay in a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom for like $1,200,
a nice place,
and then you go to New York and they're like, yeah, that's $4,000. You just like.
Yeah, for $200, you're getting a little tiny studio, probably the size of this room.
Exactly, and it's like it smells funny outside.
I mean, yeah.
And you gonna charge me $4,000?
I think
so. I think it's hard to do, but I love going there.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't ever see myself living in New York, y'all. I'm sorry, but I always say I would temporarily live out there for a few months for business. You know what I mean, like 3 to 6 months. But to live out there in Manhattan, woo. Sorry, y'all.
The pedicure you gonna have to get afterwards ain't even worth it.
Like I do like the fast life. Like right now, I'm like craving for that fast life. I love Cleveland. Okay, I love it. But it's not fast enough. It's kind of a little bit slow because I like California. The energy out there is very just free spirited, vibey.
I agree.
Yeah, and just
I like Cali too. Yeah. I just don't want to. I wouldn't want to live there, but I enjoyed my time there.
Yep.
I went skydiving there, so I'll always.
You went skydiving?
Yes.
Find somebody that went skydiving. I went before too. When you go skydiving?
When did I go?
Yeah, when?
The end of 2018, so December of 2018.
So you started your brand in 2018, and you went skydiving in 2018. That was your year.
It was the turnaround year.
Wow, how was skydiving when you went up in the air and they opened up that window?
I was cracking up. Like I had so much fun. My whole video is like, as soon as we jump out, I'm like dying laughing the whole time until he pulls the chute, and then when he pulls the chute, I'm like, oh my gosh. It's so beautiful up here. I love it up here. Yeah. And then we get like down to the ground, and he was just like, that was the most positive experience I've ever had. But it's beautiful. Like I didn't feel like I was gonna die. Now what?
Do you feel like a bird?
I'm terrified of birds, so you kind of just blew my mood.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
No, it's sorry. But I don't know how birds feel because I try not to think about them. I got you. But I would guess that I know what you flying through the air would feel like a bird.
But I went skydiving personally. I went in 2018 as well, the summer. And I had a great time. You know, I wasn't scared. Go? Cincinnati Skydive.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't scared until they opened up that door. And the guy was like, all right, go to the edge. I was like, all right, I go to the edge. And I looked down and I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, we're on the edge.
And that free fall, I loved the feeling. I was scared, but I loved it at the same time. That made any sense. But you're right, when that parachute comes out, boom, and you just floated, it felt
like, wow.
Amazing. So what's the next thing on your bucket list?
So no one's gonna let me go bungee jumping. So that probably won't happen.
Do you want to go bungee jumping?
I do.
Go bungee jumping.
I probably will, to be honest. I would like to skydive again. Like I really like it, so I want to do it in like different areas. Dubai is actually at the top of my list. So I would love to see it like in the desert and stuff like that. I really enjoy hiking, whitewater rafting, like anything that people above 40 shouldn't do, I want to do.
You're right. No, for real, because I love skydiving, but I'm not 40 or 50 yet.
Yeah,
nothing,
but if you were, you would be like, your body would hurt probably the next day.
Yep. That's why I live a very, like you said, do everything now type of shit. You know, all the adventure stuff, I'm doing it now. You know what I mean? Definitely traveling, skydiving. I don't know if I could do bungee jumping. I think that fall is so quick that I would have a heart attack.
Yeah, I do think about like, I might just go like on a really high dive. I might just do that instead.
You should. You going pretty soon? Next month?
I mean, my bank account doesn't say that, but like, you know, anything could happen.
She a baller. She a baller for real.
Nope.
She a baller. She a baller. I got a question then for you. Speaking about baller stuff. If you were a shoe, which shoe would you be?
I would be the KD Forest gold medals.
You knew already. I gotta look these up. Is KD your favorite player?
He is not my favorite player.
Okay.
But I love those shoes.
Okay, I'm looking right now. KD 4 medals. We're gonna look them up, y'all.
Gold medals, yep.
Gold medals. Hold on. KD gold medals.
I love those shoes.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's definitely a cool player. Are you watching the NBA Finals any?
I am, and I cannot wait to watch it tonight.
Yeah, LeBron needs to get his 4. I see him. These are powerful looking. Hold on. Are these shoes right here? These gold shoes?
Yes.
Okay, y'all. KD fan in here. But yeah, LeBron need to get that 4 for you tonight. I don't
know.
Yeah, he needs to get it. Not majority. Might as well. All right, I got some deep questions for you.
Oh,
Are you ready?
Okay.
Should everyone on the planet be striving toward a common goal?
No.
Why is that?
I mean, actually, yes. I think we should have one common goal, which is to, you know, sustain the earth as best as we can.
I like that.
But it's just so unrealistic. Like, no, like, you know, live your best life. Whatever that means, live your best life.
Yep.
If your best life includes doing stuff that isn't best for other people's life, expect for it not to be long.
Yeah.
But like, I feel, everybody should do what they want. But the one common goal should be to just sustain where we live.
Yeah. I like that. We do need to take care of our environment a lot more than we do, including myself. Sometimes I litter, you know what I mean? And I feel bad afterwards. I don't do it like I used to. I know. Shame on me, y'all. It don't be like no, hunk of garbage. It be like, little bottle or something.
But why?
I feel bad. I know. I feel bad. I know.
You in the hot seat. This is Red Table Talk now. Why are you littering?
Why did I'm not going to lie. It's from ignorance. I just be driving and my car be junky. I'm like, let me get this bottle out of here.
Okay, but if your car is junky...
Go ahead. Sorry.
That's a you problem.
It is. That's why I said it's from ignorance. But I'm doing better though. I only litter probably once a month now.
So proud.
I'm terrible. Okay, I got another question for you. Hey, look, I'm going to stop now probably because you just put me in a hot seat. So now I may litter.
But this is why there's a million people who are like you. And
they listen to us right now.
Carry on.
Go ahead. Say what you got to say.
Nope.
Go. They need to hear you.
If a million people do that same thing, now we just got trash everywhere.
Yeah.
For what?
For no reason.
There's literally a system for that. One that actually works. There's not many systems that work for everybody.
That's true.
And, the
majority.
The landfills is pretty bad, though. But... the collection process is...
But isn't that a form of littering, though, when you think about it? Landfills?
You're not getting out of this one.
Isn't that a form of littering, though? They get all that trash, and then they burn it, I heard, and that puts pollution to the world. So they're doing worse than me. I'm just trying to throw some bullshit.
This feels like the presidential election debate.
Hey, we had a podcast the other week called The Great Debate because we heard... I didn't watch the election person, but we heard it was a shit show. And that's one thing.
I watched it.
How was it?
Yeah, you pretty much summed it up. Yeah, like it was.
So how you feel about the politics, if you want to talk about that?
Oh, I'm open to always talking about them.
Mm-hmm.
I would just say that I feel like this is just such an awakening for Black people or people who are indigenous to Africa.
Yep.
I think this is such an awakening time, if you weren't already woke, to just see that, this should be a mobilizing moment for us.
Yeah.
And a time where we can really make some impactful change, not just for America, but for Black people all over the earth.
Agreed.
So,
go ahead.
Please do your Googles at the least bit. I have to say this. Stop focusing on the presidential election. If it's pissing you off, please focus on the election that is in your county, that is in your ward, that will affect you directly. So for people who say politics don't affect them, but then they get mad at their councilman or they wonder why their schools are defunded, it's not because of the president. It's because of the people you're not voting for. Yep. Probably because you don't know their names, meaning you have not done enough research, meaning that you need to do your part in your solution.
I agree.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I've been waiting to say that all my life.
Well, you said that. We're going to make a clip of it and post it then. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, great. I'm down.
Yeah. But I feel you on that, though. I definitely agree. I ain't going to separate a lot of you. I'm not really a political person. I'm just not. But I do agree on the local, like, especially I live in South Euclid. I do agree, like, we should vote, for good mayors in South Euclid and the levy to pass for the schools to get more funded. Yeah. But when it comes to the main president shit, I'm looking.
You don't even have to worry. Like, if it's so far gone for you,
it's gone.
That's okay.
Okay.
But focus on like the the people you're going to be voting for are going to be directly affecting your life personally.
Yeah, I like how you broke that down.
Yeah.
Because when I say I don't want to vote for either one, people look at me like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, Our city matters more, where I live at.
I'm about to say, and that's all you have to say. Like, if you're like, I don't know which presidential person to debate for, okay, that's fine, but you better be telling me about something else.
Mayor so-and-so.
Yeah, like the person that's smiling at the photo ops at every community get together. Know their name, know what they're fighting for, know if that smile is genuine or facetious.
I can't say words. It sound good.
Look, right. I have a small speech impediment, but it's fine.
I'm the same way, and I learned to just right. It is what it is.
Y'all, you know what I meant.
They know. So if you was running for any position, in your city or in a worldly perspective, what would you bring to the world? Like, how can you bring an impact, as I should say?
I believe that my impact is through teaching. I didn't always think that, and sometimes it gets a little off. But I would say my impact would be through teaching awareness. So I might not be the person that you go to give you like straight in depth of everything, but I'm the person, like I'm the evangelist, if you will.
I like that.
Between people who know nothing and between people who know quote unquote everything. So I'm the person that the person who knows nothing can feel comfortable coming up to me like, bruh, who is even running for president?
I like that.
Like most people would be like, bruh, da, 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 da. Like I'm the person that'd be like, Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Like, it's okay.
So is that like the messenger in a way, like the middle person?
The messenger is such a deep title that I cannot take on.
Really?
But I would say, because sometimes the messenger, I'm not the messenger. I can be, I'm a messenger, but the messenger, that's heavy.
I don't know.
I mean, for some people, people, I'm going to be the messenger, but I consider myself a messenger.
A messenger. Now, what if you become the messenger?
I mean,
will you take on that role?
Absolutely. I feel like any role that I can play, to our solution, I'm down for.
I like that. That's good. That's well said. Well, next election, I need you to run. I'm going to vote for you.
Look, they don't pay enough in that White House.
Hey, they don't. Though.
$105,000.
That's all they get
a year.
Dang, I didn't know.
It's
that.
like it's not even $250,000.
Wow, I knew it was low, but I didn't know it was. Damn,
I got bigger dreams than that.
Yeah.
And not that. Yeah.
You gotta really. Well, I don't know if the guy is in there loves it or not, but you gotta really love that to do that. You know what I mean?
I'm about to.
Yeah.
You got to see opportunity in that to do that.
Yeah, and that too. It's some of everything. There y'all go with y'all politics 101 right there. I got a few more questions for you. If you could teach we already talked about that in a way. Do you think humans will live another 1,000 years? Will last another 1,000 years?
If humans want to. I feel like we're getting, not even feel like, but it's been scientifically proven that we have about 7 years until we get into a state where we spend so much capital on protecting ourselves.
Yeah.
That I think that money will just become like, it won't be a real thing. Like, I think we'll just go back to bartering. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't know about it. A lot of people don't understand even like how you get your water, the natural resources that we're using. And it's possible either way.
Yeah.
It's possible either way.
Wow.
If everyone plants one tree or one little cilantro plant or something in their window, we could change a lot.
That's true. And I find money is going to become obsolete. I know that sounds kind of like, well, money's going to go away, but I find money...
And that's why I'm always encouraging people to get skills.
Yeah. Say that again.
Like, get a skill. Like
Yep.
Find something that is valuable without a dollar amount.
Yep. Because the skills would take you wherever you want to go. Because I feel like you have skill. I mean, of course, it's good to have money and make money. Don't get me wrong. But if you have a skill, nobody can take that away from you.
Yeah, you need economical power.
Yeah.
But you need the skills to,
Wow.
Get that power. So please get a skill.
Free game.
Right.
All right, I got one more question for you.
All right.
And if freedom is simply being able to do what you want, are animals freer than humans?
Are animals freer than humans?
Yeah, sorry I had to, make that question all long.
No, it's fine. If freedom is doing whatever you want, are animals freer than humans? I don't think animals see freedom as a concept. Animals live by survival. So they don't have the luxury of being free.
Wow.
Or understanding what freedom is. So I think that they just live out of survival. Yeah. Humans, we've gotten to the point to where we can choose. So I don't think. But if I had to answer, I would say no. I feel like humans are more free.
Well said.
I really do. Because we impose our will on them all the time. Like, you know what? Like, I want some money, so I'm going to tear down, like,
all these
5 acres of land. And, like, your whole family's dead now. Like,
yeah.
So I think humans are more free in the sense of doing what we want. And, yeah.
That's well said, though. Like, when I do Uber at night, and when I see these deers and everything, they look like they trying to survive. When they see me, they
like, I don't want no trouble, boss.
Hey, we just over here chilling, man.
Right.
I be talking to the deers. Hey, it's all right, y'all.
Right, do your thing. Right. So, yeah, I think they just live off of survival. I don't think freedom is a question.
That was well said.
Yeah.
Very well spoken.
Thank you.
When you come out with your book?
Actually, it's supposed to be coming out Black Friday. I'm going to be releasing a poetry book.
You do poetry too. You do it all.
I write poetry. Yes.
What's the difference between doing poetry and writing poetry?
I don't like to say my poetry or perform my poetry.
I get you. Yeah.
Yeah, because usually when I'm writing, it's like an expel of emotions.
Yeah.
So I can't like really conjure it up again when it's time to perform every time.
Oh, get that same.
Yeah. I'm not mad anymore.
Yeah.
I don't care about that anymore. So it would be hard.
Yeah. Therapeutic session for you.
Yeah.
I like that. Like, I journal a lot. You know, I like writing in the journal. It feels good. And you're right, though. I can't imagine going somewhere and reciting that the same way I felt when I wrote that. I mean, some people can do that, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel you on that. But you're looking forward to that. So you have a lot of stuff coming on Black Friday.
Yes.
Where can they find you at on social media, your website, all that stuff?
All right. So my website is fromtherib.org. Spelled normally. fromtherib.org. My Instagram is fromtherib, add an extra B. I'm also From the Rib on Twitter and From the Rib on Facebook.
Dope. And last but not least, what makes a great life?
What makes a great life?
Yep.
Food and other people. Or people and food.
Either or.
Yeah, I'm about to say, they go back and forth sometimes. But I would say like food and other people.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
As she said, y'all, look her up fromtherib.com. Check her out on Instagram. Everything should be down below. And yeah, we out here. Well, ladies and boys, girls, thank you for watching or listening to Lavish Journey podcast, where we create, inspire, and spread greatness. We out of here. Post a picture real quick. We good.